Hey guys, Michael Furlonger for my midweek testimony. Last Saturday I did my first video where I talk about Job part 1, where I talk about Satan going up to God with all the angels, and God says, "Have you considered my servant Job?" And Satan says, "Of course, but he only worships you because you bring him good. Let me reach out my hand and strike him." And so anyways, God gives Satan permission to cause damage to Job, and kills his children, kills his servants, kills his livestock. I also briefly mentioned my testimony where I was hit by a car when I was 6. I wasn't, just bumped. Like I've heard some people say, when you live in the city, maybe it's with a stop sign every corner. I lived in the country, no stop sign for miles. So when I say I was hit, I went flying, right? So anyways, the doctors come, or medics come, and so once I'm in the hospital, the doctors tell my parents, your son's not going to make it. But as you can see, I made it through the night and again and again. Now it's been 23 years, and as my depression gets worse, I'm pacing in my apartment wondering why God, why did this happen to me? Why did I have to take the car accident? Like why did this all happen to me? And I just imagine the conversation Satan and God have, where Satan goes up to God and God says, "Have you considered my servant Michael?" And Satan laughs it off. He's like, "Yeah, but he's 6." And God's like, "Yeah, well, I want you to test him." And Satan comes to my defense again. He's like, "Yeah, but he is 6." God says, "Yeah, well, I've got a hunch." Now, of course, I don't know the conversation that God would have with Satan, but I find it encouraging that sometimes in the hard stuff of our lives, God is actually testing us to see what's inside of us. And of course, none of us are perfect, and we all sin. And I will probably share a lot of my testimony of where I struggled. But I've had this old hymn stuck in my head called "The Old Rugged Cross," and this one line, it says, "I'll cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it one day for a crown." This, of course, talking about Jesus. So anyways, after the doctors realize that I'm not going to die, they put me in a medically induced coma because they find that I have a broken neck, so they don't want me moving around to cause any more damage. But when it comes up to the surgery, they open me up and they find that it's not broken anymore. So they run out and they tell my parents, "It's a miracle, it's a miracle." And I remember a kid in school asked me once, "So are you telling me that God could have just raised you right there on the side of the road?" And I said, "No, I didn't say that at all." "Are you saying that?" "No." No. In Joshua chapter 3, verse 7, God says to Joshua, who's leading all of Israel into the promised land, "Today I will begin to exalt you in the eyes of all Israel, so that you may know that I am with you as I was with Moses." So before I end this video, understand this, that God will glorify himself. God exalted Joshua. He raised up Joshua as the leader, but he glorified himself, that people would follow him and say that the God of Joshua can do all these things. In the same way it's happened with me, and hopefully in the same way, all the hardships that you have to deal with, it'll come to you. And I'm going to end that here because I'm just ending my 3-minute timeout. So I'll write a comment below, tell me what you think. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.